Okay. You have to do more level. This is fine, I think. It's just crosshair placement is bad. They show up close. They're gonna be showing up, I think, here. Where are you? Like on the 3rd level, I think, or 2nd. I can't remember. I think it's the 2nd one. Yeah, because it's in line with this. So it's gonna be your head is gonna be somewhere here, and your crosshair is here. This is the what? Their crutch or something. So yeah, that's mistake number 1. Okay, I guess they didn't peek it that close. Yeah, they didn't peek it a little more farther away. That's fine. Like here, you needed to take more fights, you know. Like this is a fight that you want, you know. If they start pushing you, then okay, then you can go back. But you should have like take a shot, shorten the angle, keep taking more shots, another angle, then you can go, you know. And if you're feeling confident, you can like re-peek quickly and then go back. You didn't do something necessarily bad, it's just you could get more out of this and potentially a kill, you know. You weren't forced out by any means, so this flash was unnecessary. Had you done the thing before, you wouldn't have even asked for the flash, because I would argue that you probably have the angle already. This could have been used here now. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that flash was, guys, but probably should have thrown it over here instead, but probably would have get blended anyway. So level, you should have done a little bit more, that's all. Other than that, the flash was questionable. Pathing was too, but it wasn't that bad. It's just if you unlock that kill early, or some damage off at least, you have a chance, you know. At that point, you're just giving A with nothing, you know. If they had a P250, you not wanting that duel makes more sense, you know. But they have looks, right? That's where you want the USBs to shine. Jesus Christ, okay. You need to open the angle, guys. You keep doing this shit. Like, I don't know, man. How hard is it? You're pushing, right? Jay pushed in, he jumped and everything. Why are you two idiots standing there? Fangs went out, Jay went out. You should be going out. Right? Who's shooting at you now? This guy. So let's look at this guy. If I'm him, what is worse? You guys standing there or moving out? Like Fangs did. You know? Fangs moving out. Put this guy in a very awkward spot, right? If you guys then move too, you're probably able to get the other guy, you know? And you have no damage, right? Nice shot by level, but what about the rest? The rest just screwed you over. Look how close you guys are. If you were out, this wouldn't happen, right? If you were here, Jay would have had a much easier time. So would Fangs, and so would Manny, right? But you guys keep staying, like, what's the point? Move out, man. You would have killed all 3 of these guys and probably stayed all alive, you know? Maybe you'd lose one, but that's it. Leo should have not pushed in, I don't think. I would have not done that, Leo. That was dumb. Now you cost around. No, that was dumb. You should have never stayed B. This is what I was talking to Jay about the other game. He had a round that they rushed B. this is another game. It's nothing to do with this one. But basically, a call was made to push mid with 3. So we had 1B, 1A. And they actually rushed B with 5, right? And Jay stayed here. He threw them all, etc. He played nice. He stayed here and he just wanted to do 1 on 5. Considering you had 3 teammates in mid, you just ignore B, go back, do some damage if you can with, weapon or nades. Stay alive, you know where they are for the retake, your teammates group up and then you win. That's how you should have played it then, Jay, right? Leo, I suspect it's the same thing here. You have 4 guys mid. Right? And they won, they got 3 kills, right? They don't have Kevlar, so they're gonna be low. As soon as this happens, your goal should be, I have a USB and a flash. I don't think you even have a flash anymore, no. What you want is to have these guys play for you, right? You can bait for them when they're able, but until then you just need to sit tight. Right? You just hear them be. If I were you, I'd just fucking jump out, man. You can play with them here a little bit if you want and weaken them, since they should have weapons, but staying backside is too risky. Look how far they are, man. Congrats to them because they rushed, but here you just played bad, Here you just sit here, Not only did you play this belly, in my opinion, you got to here, that's okay, but you just stay at that point, You let Jay and Fangs, whenever he's able, to look at your angles for you, right? You can look, Jay could be looking at your right? If you're here, Jay could be looking at your right side, you're looking at the left side. There you go. Then once Fangs comes in, you could just kill yourself, jumping, whatever, and they can trade you. There you go. You don't lose this round. Why are you killing yourself now? Where are you doing? No, it's a Nico. Come on, man. They don't have Kevlar. You probably threw this round if this guy wins it. Which he should, by the way. If you were alive, with Fangs and Jay, you just rush, jump, whatever, they would kill him. Now you could lose. Why? Why are you throwing around that's one, It's dumb. Oh, but it's a Nico. What is? If it's a Nico we should win, let's win it. Should have your molly out earlier. Molo's crap. Part of the problem, I think, is how late you get the molo out. Here you should have a molo on your hand. Not if you want to use this, that's up to you. But just in general, right? From here you should have your molo. From here you jump. Because if there's someone with the best spot, he's probably here already. I didn't check their spawns. But this happened to me a lot. You get here, depending on your spawn, you may have the worst one, right? If you spawn here, man, you're fucked, right? So play it safer. Have your molly out on your hand sooner, just in case. And you saw them here, you had a second to put it properly, right? It wasn't bad. It works, I guess, but not having it burn where it should be, which is here, damages you a lot, right? Because now they can just window for free. They don't get any damage out, right? So that's a problem. Okay, now look at what you're doing, right? I've been pestering you on this for a while, okay? But I need you to listen this time. Look at what's around you. Look at what you're doing. This part we already talked about. This part we already talked about. Med Molo, right? No problem. I would never be looking at market right now. I would be looking at someone coming out either of the Molotov or jumping out window. This guy should be 100% yours. Okay? So that's another fault. Oh, but I was dodging the flash. Okay. You shouldn't. You're gonna get blind anyway, you know? It's not gonna matter. Um, but okay, you've played it fine. You killed this guy eventually. You're going back. Now look at what you're about to do. We're 5v4 now. You're gonna go into the backside. Look at what you have to play with. You have a flash, a smoke, and an HE. And you're also 5-1-3. Why the fuck are you coming out and dueling this guy? When you have your teammate with you, you have utility. Your teammate has utility to play with still. What is your goal here? What should you be doing? Right? Sorry, give me just a second. Okay, DRS. The DR, yes. What's it? Tá bem. Obrigado. Okay. Sorry about that. So your goal here should be delay long enough for your teammates to make it. Basically, what Leo didn't do last round that is basically what you should be doing now. You know, the difference is whereas before he had to stay and just wait because of the circumstance he was in, you need to do the same thing but with more, with a little more flexibility. Okay, he did not have armor. He only had a USB, no armor. Like right, nothing else. You do have armor. You do have a Galil. Um, and you're also full HP, and you also have utility. So armor, 1, 2 weapon, 3 utility, and 4 numbers. Shit, I can't fucking type. If you look at all of these 4 things, what about this makes you think that you should go for this one-on-one, right? Why are you going at all over like this? You know, this is what I would do for you. This guy comes out. You made it to backside, that's okay. Here I would be jiggling, see if he pushes. If he pushes, then I tuck myself a little deeper, and maybe I'll just throw a smoke on my left to cover myself. Or maybe I'll just throw a nade on off of this to bounce here, because this is likely where he'll hide at, right? After that, maybe if I have time, I could just throw a flash behind myself and maybe peek off of that, right? That way, I'm also helping Manny, which is dead, I noticed. So I'll have to look into that. But instead, look at what I told you, that what I would do, and look at what you did. What the fuck is this, man? Yesterday I talked to you, and I was being very nice, okay? And I told you, a lot of things I'm seeing, and this is not a one-off chance, okay? This is not you not feeling it or whatever. This is the type of stuff I was talking about. This is what I was seeing as a pattern throughout. Okay, you may be killing more people, but your decisions aren't changing. Okay, they're fundamentally the same. So if you can fix this, it will be a lot easier. Okay, the shooting, etc., we'll worry about that after. But I can't have you doing this shit. Okay. Oh, but I killed him. Okay. You were also 5-on-3. Now you're 4-on-2, and you keep going. Right? And you died. Right? I don't know what happened to Manny yet. I'll look at him. He probably messed up, as usual. Right? Everyone does. Not just Manny. Including me. But you just gave an advantage away for what? Oh, but this wasn't just the advantage. No, you're right. Not only did you get the advantage away, they also get the bomb down for free. Fangs has no way of stopping the bomb in time. Unless he does a hero play, which, considering the numbers, I don't think he will. He may throw a Molotov, but that's it. Or an aid and delay a little bit, but that's about it, I would think. And, you know, we'll have probably no idea where they are after. So you see, Fangs, you know, got held up in a tough spot. He noticed immediately and immediately fell off. This is what I want you to be able to do. Look at your surroundings and be like, I don't want this fight. I don't need this fight. This one I do. If I don't win it, then we lose anyway. So, you know, this is what I want to see from you. So now let's look at Manny. What happened to you? Okay. The Molo is okay. I do not like you staying here though. Like this is asking to get flushed. I think as soon as you throw the Molotov, you should come here. Okay. This will cover you from the flashes to a certain point. If they throw something like this, they usually don't, right? You'll be fine. And then you can hold this the same way, and you can also peek this as well. Now, you also have a smoke and a flash. Let's see what you do. Okay, this is terrible. Okay. Number one rule. Don't show yourself to both windows, because you never know if there's people waiting behind them. And usually there is, right? If there's guys jumping, there is probably going to be a guy here holding. Not now, maybe, but eventually, right? The guy that threw the flashes, which is the guy with Tech 9 behind him, will be that guy in about 3 seconds. That's probably why he died. But again, same story here. We are also 5-on-4, right? Jay hasn't killed this guy yet. He's still rotating. We played this bad. We should have gotten more cover here. And then what I would do, here's what I would do. Let me show you the same way I showed Jay. So here, throw the Molo. I would go here right now. And then I would listen. Okay? I would aim there just to see if they come out. Then you'll hear something. When you hear something, it'll be the guys maybe jumping out window. If they do, then you have two choices. Or 3, really. You can just, you know, jiggle or just close the angle and kill them as they cross, for example. Your job is to not make it, to not let them do this, right? They can't do this. So that's why you close the angle, because if you open it too much, then you'll be killed by the other window guy or more people behind him. So yeah, hold this guy, wait. As soon as you hear the guy jumping, right about now, this is what I would do. I would come here and do this. Not as deep as I'm showing you, because I can't show you exactly, but this is what I would do. If I wouldn't see someone after a few jiggle peaks, then I would swing a little wider just to check if this is being covered, okay? Or depending on what I hear, I'm gonna look at this side as well, right? Make sure that there's no one doing this. At the same time, you will probably get spotted or spot this guy as well, right? Then you're in a tough spot, but as well, you also have utility, right? After you jiggle, if you don't see someone, you can just quickly check a flash. Or you could smoke your left or right side, same as Jay. Then you can throw a nade. You don't have one, but you see what I mean, right? You have more to play with. You see, the guy I told you you would die from is exactly the guy you died from. So if I go back and see exactly how you did this. Shouldn't have been flashed. Mistake number 1. And like, not only are you open to windows, you're open to default, right? If they push here, which is common, and you're also open to this, right? You and Jay played terribly this round. Okay, this was shit. Okay, both of you, this was terrible, man. Okay, the others will take care of it. Good job. Yeah, that was textbook. What the fuck are you doing? You know. Okay. You probably use them all early against this type of vibe, just fine. Tell me Manny didn't throw that. He didn't. Leveled it. You were trying to help Leo go back, weren't you? I don't think you should have thrown the nade anyway. But I understand why you did it. Yeah, I get it. So first mistake is you're throwing this wrong, okay? You pulled out your nade, you peeked into it, you pulled out your nade, and then you threw it. If you're in a tough position like this, what you should be doing is get the nade out while in cover, pull the pin out while in cover, quickly peek in and throw it. So you're barely out of cover for a split second, okay? This is what you should always do, right? This is common sense. But regardless of that, you should not be throwing a nade. What you should be doing, if you want to help Leo get out of this, is you should just be holding this instead, okay? At this point, you just come here and you try to help Leo, right? He's behind triple, so really all you need to do is what here, right? Just need to get close to this wall and just jiggle like this. And that will cover him in case he goes back. You'll see him at the same time. So you didn't have to throw that Molo. And because you did, now the Palace guy knows where you were. You'll win it anyway. But okay. We have a camping trip. Okay. This is way stupid, Leo. Keep in mind the shit you did on the eco round. This is not a round that you should be putting your balls on the floor, you know? Take it more conservative in these rounds. There's no reason for you to be doing that. Not in that round. Yeah, I could see that happening. I could see that happening. You went for it. That's okay. But your teammate did not know how to play with you, right? You're doing a 3 mid, but this is something you need to tell him, right? You're the upper, you have two choices. You can go first, and it's stupidly risky, and you need to. Everyone else needs to adapt to what you're doing, which is very difficult considering what we do when we do 3 mid, right? But it's not impossible. Or you have option number 2. You just have the first spawn that's the upper, just become the last spawn, and have the two other guys just do whatever, right? Just do the same thing with different spawns, which is against the point, I know. But if he just goes con instead, maybe it's better, right? So that the first option is just stay in Fang's position and have Manny and Fang's just do the mid take themselves, or you could just jump out and just hold from connector, for example, while they push up. Or option number 2 is doing exactly what you did, but having your teammates ready for what you're going to do and how to best support you. So what needed to happen is many shouldn't have gone with you. Okay, you have your smoke that is covering you. What he should be doing is he should be coming bottom connector. He could be throwing a Molotov or something in here, or a little deeper, depending on what he can throw. I don't know if he can throw it that deep. So, but he should definitely be in bottom connector supporting you, right? Because what dictates what you're gonna do in this circumstance is what Leo gets or it doesn't get. So, as an example, let's say he gets a kill here, and this is all smoked like it was in the round, right? I'd say that it's better to just go back, right? Many can smoke bottom connector or in front of connector, and then you go back, right? Maybe Fangs flashes or level flashes, or even many flashes over, like a dumb flash right here in the middle of nowhere. So Leo can get out, and there you go. This didn't happen. Manny was playing as if he had a rifle pushing up mid. And that's okay considering that's what we usually do, but we can't do that in this round, right? So this is Molly. This is why many should be going there. He would just smoke it immediately, right? Leo has the smoke. Depending on what he gets, you may or not be pushing. If he doesn't get anything, then Manny's job is just protect him while he goes out, right? Look at how different this would have played out, right? With a smoke here and Manny just looking up from above, right? This would have been a lot different. So this wasn't so much a mistake, but rather a round plan. But this is on Leo, okay? This is obvious, it's gonna go wrong, okay? And here I would save. I would stack a site. If they go, you have 3 there. If not, you save. That's what I would do. Good job, Jay, on pushing. Great kill. You're okay. You got it. So it's fine. You should have definitely gotten a headshot out of that. Okay, Jay, you're 3-on-2 now. You have the bomb. But they need to do this to get to you. If I was you, I'd be pushing apps deeper, making sure all of this is cleared, and then making my decision. Either I defend it, or I just leave it alone and go elsewhere. Because I know it's 1 minute in the round, but they will think that you're here, right? They have 2 options at that point. If they do get the bomb, they can decide, okay, let me just go B, in which case 2 teammates of yours are there, and you may or may not hear them, right? You may not know that they picked the bomb, they'll go B, depending on where you went after. Or they'll have to go A. And where will they go to A from? They have 2 choices, either here or all the way in T-spawn. Either option 1 or option 2 takes time, right? It just takes time. So you have time in your favor and you're also 3-on-2. I wouldn't be taking this 1-on-1, even if my teammate flashed or whatever. This is reckless. There's no reason for you to be doing this. Oh, but my teammates are playing with me. Yes, they're being dumbasses too. There's no reason for this. Yeah, and this went very wrong very quickly. Whoever called this, dumbass, okay? You just had to play with the advantage that you had, and that's time. Okay? Let it play out. Let them think where you're going. Let them think what you're gonna do. You don't have to win the round immediately. You're on a 3-on-2 for God's sake, right? And you also had level with 10 HP, so that doesn't help for sure. Yeah, that was I understand the idea, but it wasn't the best idea. That's all. Right? If Jay had a sure way of knowing they couldn't be here, only this side and behind, that would be okay. But since obviously they could have been and they were, that cost you the round. If you wanted to show it, just wait. You know, we would win that round if I was watching. But whatever, it's fine. I just jumped there and put things. It's easier. You have $200. You didn't buy a flash. Okay, good awareness. Okay. I'd save. Okay. I'd save. Where are you guys going? Many PUBG awareness for this. Okay. That round made us lose 2 rounds in a row. Sucks, man. I think it's a rush B. Okay. I can see that happening. Job things. Okay. I mean, I can see you took my advice to heart and just used it this round because you didn't think it was worth it, right? And that's fine. You didn't do anything wrong. But consider this, okay? I told you that the other game because there were 3 guys mid, you were alone B, and you had 1 guy alone on A, right? Clearly B and A is weak, and they were like top mid, your teammates at that point, right? So they were super far away. In this case, I don't think you are that far away. And yeah, smoking this is very bad, okay? If you just go this way, like quickly clear this, for example, or just jump over, you'd be fine. You wouldn't have to use that smoke. But I think here, I would argue you probably can stay, to be honest. You have many within, what, 5 seconds easier? So if you make time for him, you should be fine, right? And you used to have the smoke and the, so that would have been helpful. But you also have a flash and an HE which you can use, right? If you just stay in bench, for example, you would have gotten so much time if you saved that smoke. So yeah, I'd argue that here I don't think you should have gone market, but it is not a bad play at all. The bad thing that you took to do it though was very questionable. That's for sure. Right here, like this is what you want to do. You thought correctly. You want to throw a nade as soon as you see them. You know? What the fuck? Where are you going? Okay. This was probably Leo. This is dumb. Right? This is another dumb call. You guys are 5v4. You have 3 guys on B, 2 of which I think will be pushing, and 1 will be flashing and staying behind. You're doing this because there's 4 guys. 3 versus 4. When you're 5 on 4. How does this make sense? Right? You have Fang still in A or a ticket. You have level in ramp. And you're attempting to retake B when they're still entering the bomb site. They don't have even the bomb planted yet. Where the fuck are you guys going? Okay, thank God. I don't know what that was about, but thank God. It could have been thrown better. Manny's playing deathmatch. Not something I would recommend, right? Manny, he wants that fight. If he loses, the round's lost. He has nothing to lose. You do. You shouldn't have been doing that. Should be clearing, right? Jiggling, checking. If they swing in, you can take a few shots and walk away, but that's it. Okay? For this level was fucking smoking 5 joints. He's still in ramp. Again, we have now 4 guys in B, 2 of which are pushing, 2 of which are too far away to be helping us in any way, right? With utility, that's it. We are 5v3. We have a 4v3 going on. We have 1 minute left. And we have 2 guys going in. That's a 2-on-3, right? Let's see who dies at what time. Right? Leo came out, that's fine. But this isn't necessary, guys. This isn't necessary. Why don't you just wait for a while? Wait for level to come in. Right? There's no reason to be doing this. I'm surprised you won, to be honest. You shouldn't have won this round. You did the exact same thing as you did the other round on B. Right? They guys had 2 market and you just decided, we have to kill them now. You don't. Play with the time you have. They still have to plant the bomb. That's on them. That's not on you. Oh, but I don't want them to plant. Man, having them plant and winning the round is better than them not planting and us potentially losing the round. Right? We needed this round. It worked out. I still think you played it wrong though. Level, for God's sake, man, go faster. What was this? 20 seconds and you were still in ramp. Nice. I don't know if I like this, to be honest. I would rather have Fangs near level, to be honest. You're too far apart, right? You are gonna get easily flashed or smoked, and the only thing you can help him with is a Molotov, right? The only option is to just come out, and that's okay, but you also have con open. So either you tell level to just back off, you have 3 on 8, you should all be playing together, right, in crossfires. That's the whole point of stacking people on A. To play with each other as much as possible, so you can trade if something goes wrong. But instead, you have one guy all the way deep in ramp. You have one guy all the way back in ticket. And you have one guy halfway. You're not playing all the way forward with 3 people, which arguably you should be doing, and you're not playing all the way back with, for a retake, which would be dumb, but you could, right? Or you do a 50-50. You're not all the way forward and not all the way back. You're doing a 3 contact, right? First peak kill, second utility kill, whatever, right? Third re-peak. I can see this being lost again, right? I can see us losing this round just because of that. We have 3 on A, but we're not using the 3 pieces we have correctly. Why? No, this is the equivalent of having one guy bench, one guy all the way in apps, and one guy, I don't know, fucking here in this off angle, right? Now, on B, this looks hideous, right? How does this look okay? Okay, your first contact just gone. There you go. Okay, great. Do I need to say more? No, I don't think so. Next. Good save though. What a shit round, man. Jesus Christ, that's embarrassing. Caralho. Fucking Michael Jordan with the throws over here, man. Good luck faking B, man. Jay's not dumb. Job. Again, like, you see a guy, he's so far away, man. You saw me here, man, I think. I think you saw him all the way here. Why the fuck are you throwing this shit of a Molotov? You can't just come here for a second and throw it correctly. You have time, man. It's not like they're here, man. You know? That in 3 seconds they're on you. Well, just fix that. If they're not that close, you can afford to take a second to throw it correctly. If they are close, man, practice it, but do whatever you can. Okay? You can do that. That's good. Just get one and go down. Good job. Okay, now, utility. We can throw a flash off of this wall or into the sky, and we can help Leo with this. Leo's playing badly as well, considering 5-on-4, utility, etc. Time, right? But instead, we're playing for kills again. Why? What the fuck are you doing too, you dumbass? I mean, I'd be fucking smoking that or nading it if I were you. I wouldn't have pushed forward though. Maybe I would, but I would protect myself and my teammate. I don't know what the fuck you're doing this game. You asked me the other day if you're good at calling. You are? I don't know what the fuck happened, you know. Your calls are shit. Your plays are shit. Foda-se, man. What the fuck, how did you die? You keep playing? Okay. Now, you don't have anyone to play with now, you know? And you're in a vulnerable spot. Yes, you're fucked. Okay. Not much you could do. Leo screwed you over on this one, to be honest. Maybe the only thing you could do is flash above and just protect yourself and just jump window and get to market if you can. But you could dive from the window, so... I don't know, man. Leo, this one is on you. Round on A? Shit, we lost. Nothing we could do. This round, shit. I think that round on mid 2 was probably your call as well. So that's 3 rounds that we lost just because of a call that you made. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. You don't always have to throw that smoke, Jay. If I were you, I would take the time that the mall was burning and just walk up. this way, you know? Usually they'll see the Molo and they'll play behind it, right? Because your Molo is playing here. So unless they had spawn and went here from the start, which doesn't happen often, they're probably sitting behind here. And if they are, you can make it further than you think, right? And just clear this, right? And you just use the Molotov. And depending on what you see or don't see, you can say, hey, apps clear. Apps is clear. Mid's clear. What is it? Right? And then you put 3 on A, just like that. By a play that you made that used one Molotov, and you know it's an A exec at 120. Right? That's fucking powerful. Look at them. They're probably setting up still. They're probably gonna go at 130. Okay. Okay. Level has $1,000. Are you kidding me? How do you have $1,000 and not? Okay. I hate the Molotov in ramp. I don't know how many times I need to say it, but okay. I'll keep saying it. In fact, let me put this here. For the... I don't give a shit what your argument is. Stop this. Throw an HE instead. It's cheaper. And it's more effective, to be honest. Playing here with an MP9... Eh. Yeah, playing here with an MP9, I don't know, man. This is just shit decision, okay? You're playing with an MP9, you helped Leo get into connector or whatever. Why the fuck are you playing here with an MP9, man? What are you gonna do with an MP9 and a smoke here? Fucking play closer. Playing here, you know, ninja. Play under palace. Playing fair here. Playing default. Sandwich. Man, something. Just not ticket, man. Ugh. Job. You don't have a single smoke. Okay. Look at the nades we have. We just walked all of this without a single flash popping. I see 1, 2, 4 flashes just off of here. And the only thing we threw is 1 here, right? What about a progression flash in dark? So we blind the guys in ticket. Right? Or 2 of them. So we can progress in here, right? 1 shorter to maybe get the guy in sandwich. That's all the way in this cubby. And another 1 longer to get the guy in Tetris. All of this while you guys progress. And this can be done with, you know, someone from back here, right? Just throw a flash here. Or 3 of them, right? Or 2. You guys just walked out with nothing. And you're 5v4, guys. What the fuck, man? This guy wouldn't have killed a single soul. Now Jay is playing fucking Palace with 10 HP. Fangs is pushing a main. How'd you win this run? Again. Terrible round, man. Level messed up by the position he played, right? Just terrible decision. And then how you guys are retaking with the utility you have is just garbage, okay? Doesn't make sense. What the fuck? Okay. One of these days, man, you're gonna get shot. Every single time you do that. The hell? Thank you. You're 5v4, get out. You're 5v4, get out. Where the fuck are you going, man? You're 5-1-4. I think many flashed you in or something. I don't know. Why would you do this, man? All you had to do was just go back, man. And many wants to get himself killed too. What the fuck? You're gonna die, man. Yes, throw another nade. Yes. Waste more time. Yes, just stay in the open. They can't shoot through smokes or anything. No, that can't happen. What the fuck, man? Whatever. This is shit. What else, man? I'm gonna watch these sides just so I don't get headaches. Maybe I will anyway, but who knows? Okay, that guy pushed lower or whatever, no one was looking. Have someone looking next time. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Be careful, there could be more people coming. They had 4 on 5 after all. Okay. I mean, here you don't smoke, right? Here you don't throw anything, many. Here, Level got the kill, he's probably just making time, he's faking. It worked, got them moving. Here you guys just walk all the way into A. On contact, you know? When you do see someone, then you throw all the shit, right? Until then, you don't have to throw anything. Good job, Level. Okay. Good job, Level again. Great round by Level. Good job. Okay. Okay, trade it, that's fine. Yep, they do like to push, man. Job Level, good awareness. You don't have that much time though. Need to be fast. Job, Jay. Good trade. Don't get caught, Level, please. You're not gonna get caught, are you? Come on, man. It's unfortunate, but you can't get caught like that, guys. It was fine. If Level isn't caught, we win that round. And you probably have whoever was planting the bomb should have smoked himself, okay? And just plant somewhere other than default where it's 100% that the guy is coming from there, you know? If you smoke here and you plant more on the right, you know, or smoke like this, he has no idea where you're planting. Probably you're planting here. That's where I should. So if you plant more in the corner, you had time for that. It would have been better. But even if you just smoke default and smoked and plant on it, it would have been fine, I think. It would have been better anyway, for sure. Let's try. I was distracted for a second. You guys just walked up a job level lurking. Job level, you should have killed them both. You heard them. This is just a shoot the head. Prioritize the headshot. That's it. You take a slight adjustment. You kill both of these guys, you know. I don't want to call you a noob, you know. But this is noob shit, you know. They're looking the other way, man. You know, they're looking the other way, you know. What this? But you did good when you were. Ah! You idiot. Put yourself more in the fucking middle, you jackass, man. Go more to this side. Put your crosshair right there. I showed you, you'd get him. For this. You've done this so many times, how could you forget? Oh my god. This was a free kill for you. For this. He may jump, but he's gonna jump more cautiously, of course, and less often. Where's the trade? Oh, com caralho, então. Where the fuck are you looking at? Your teammates are pushing here. You flashed for this angle. Fucking hold that angle, no? Right? You looked here a little bit. They don't come. Look elsewhere. But how doesn't that guy get traded? I don't understand. Right? Okay, this is the problem. Look at where Many is, look at where Jay is, look at where Level is. No? He has time to kill a guy, smoke a cigarette, tell a story, you know, go to the bathroom, come back, and only then is Jay showing up. And then Level. You know? It's just, what do you call it? The spacing. It would have been okay. That's right. Okay, he played it terribly. Okay, but this is kind of what I mean when I'm telling you guys on B to play with your utility, you know? You don't have to do this exactly, and doing this on triple is pretty bad. But as an example, you could do this, right? And you wouldn't be playing this as he did, right? But it does make a difference. Okay? This I'm not gonna review. It's just who cares? In this round, never mind. Good game.